Hey everybody, welcome back. So I heard you guys were kind of bored of Pokemon. So, I mean, I did decide that I was going to go ahead and jump into a little bit of something a little bit different. So, that never actually opened up any Magic the Gathering before. The thing is that I've always been kind of like a huge Avatar, like TV show, animation, live action. You know, it's always been kind of like this one thing that I just absolutely love. So we're gonna open up some stuff. I think we're just gonna open up the one. We do have a few of these, and the Black Sun Invasion, I'm gonna keep that one off to the side. I think that one looks better than the Tea Time at Jasmine Dragon. Yeah, we got a few of these collector boosters, like quite a few actually, and they all seem to have the same like artwork on the top. And then we got this, and I'm not gonna open, actually I don't know if I want to open this yet, because like anything that we have two of will open up, and I only have one of these because I actually do want to learn how to play the game. Not because like, oh, it's the Avatar bandwagon. It's just that Magic is kind of a cool game, and I'd really like to learn how to play it a lot more, because I don't know nothing about it. And I think this would be a really fun set to actually learn how to play. So, I gotta wait till I get another one of these before I open this. But we got a little set list. Ooh, Jumpstart. Sweet. That's everything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna also open up some Pokemon while we're doing this. So we're gonna go like back and forth between the two. We're gonna do a little bit of Avatar. I've also got in some tins that you saw me like kind of go through at the very beginning. You know, that little clip there. Well, got a absolute ton of stuff from the place. So yeah, this is gonna be a while. And I think it's actually probably a pretty good time to go through all this. So, what say you? Where should we start? Avatar? Avatar. We're going to start with Avatar. All right. Let's see here. Break the seal. Call it good. And I do have the set list pulled up next to me. Oh my gosh, this is not easy. Okay. So maybe if you cut the seal properly, you can actually get into it. But you really have to, oh my goodness gracious. It's like, you know what's funny? There's only one single pack in here, and they're making it like almost impossible to get. Okay, here we go. Wow, never had much of such a struggle just to get to an single pack. Oh my goodness. It's like even stuck to the back. Holy cow. I mean, that's cool. One. All right, is there an easier way? Yep, found it. Found the easier way. There's an escape hatch. If you just dive straight through the front of it, it's just easier rather than trying to like dig your way through all of the other stuff. 2. That's gonna make such a mess. All right, and then okay, Tea Time at the Jasmine. So we're gonna open up this one. Looks like perfect. First try. Wow, that threw like a whole bunch of stuff. Like so much dust came out of that thing. All right, combine 6 borderless cards to make this scene. That's cool. But yeah, oh, perfect. Okay, then it looks like we've got some stuff and some stuff. I don't know, like, do we take these? It looks like you pop these out and then you just kind of like throw them in there. If any of you guys are Magic fans and you're like, this guy's just butchering it, I'm sorry. But I mean, man, that's cool. All right, so what's the scene that we're making here? Okay, is it this card with that scene? Nope. It looks like there must be other cards that are actually in here. So that's cool. I like that. I like that stand. That's quite cool. All right, what do we do here? Ah, there we go. Man, these are just like, even the pull tabs are really difficult. All right, that must be the 6 cards right there. That's them. All right, gosh, you got so much stuff all over this table now. All right, we've got some play boosters. And I haven't actually looked at like almost any of the set list from stuff that you can actually get from the play boosters. So, I guess we'll... So these are the ones that you'll get, it's kind of, put them up there in their respective order. Let's open up some Avatar. Let's do this. And it said there's like 14 cards per pack. I think that's what it was. 15 cards per pack. All right. I don't know if there's a pack trick. I don't know how this all works. However, gosh, that's sticky. All right. So we're just going to kind of go through this. I'm sure any of these are what they might refer to as playable cards. And then there's probably some hollow ones in here. We'll stop there for a second because I don't really know what things are worth. So we'll just kind of, oh, there's our first foil. All right. And, oh, that's beautiful. Mostly just kind of staring at the artworks rather than, anything else. Like, these look really good. I mean, that's freaking cool. Good old Appa. Crescent Island Temple. God. I absolutely love the artworks from that show. Just an insanely good show. For those of you that haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. For those of you that have watched it, it's good, right? Who's your favorite airbender? Or who's your favorite bender? Sorry, who's your favorite avatar? And then also, oh god, I'm always just so used to opening up Pokemon, and then you just immediately flip to like, the code card that's in the back. Obsessive Pursuit art series. That's a serialized card. Ooh, very good. What do we have here? That's cool. I don't really know what we have here, but there's some. I think most of these are going to be like hollows, like if not all of them. So, Tear the Serpent's Pass. All right. Oh, there it is. It's just like the other one. Yeah, these are cool. And you know what's funny? I tried to get my children to like really join in on the show, but only my daughter was really in on it, and she was enjoying it, But yeah, wow, just such good attention to detail. And yes, there is a lot of references in here to what you'll find on the TV show itself. So yeah, like this, I don't really recognize this. Like I don't get that reference. What's got going on there? But yeah, feel free to write those ones in on the comments because this one came out backwards. All right. So we got a backwards Sandal clue. I wonder is that foreshadowing? Is that a clue? All right, Sandbender Storm. And again, I'm not exactly familiar with this, so we're just kind of, I think I might just be kind of silent through a lot of this. And from what I understand, this is pretty much strictly a player's thing. Like, yeah, there's a lot of collecting. There is grading that will take place in all of this. But, I mean, there's lots of people that are probably going to be watching some of this and be like, it's either going to be boring as hell to any of the Pokemoners out there, or it's going to be, like just nail or tooth grinding, just like, oh my god, this guy is butchering it. Oh, that does look like good food. Fire Lord Azula. Ooh, that's a cool one. Judy, Public Servant. Reckless Blaze. And I do know, wow, that's just, it's so beautiful. I do know that there are some of the cards in this have potential to be up in the thousands. Like there's the Aang that's all textured or risen or lifted, whatever you want to call it. And they're actually gonna, I mean, it's like a $4,000, $5,000 card. And I don't know if that means like it's that much because of it's like rarity. I would assume so. But is it still playable? Like, you know, in Pokemon, when it comes down to it, you could play with a $1,000 card or like the 25-cent equivalent if you want. You know, like an Umbreon EX. Like, all right, so that was a clue, right? Yeah, there we go. There's the clue. But you can play with a $1,000 card or, you know, the 25-cent equivalent, where it's just like, you know, the card does the exact same thing, but some people would rather, you know, have that contest where they would rather just play with the really, really expensive card instead of, I assume this is probably, because it's a full art, this is probably worth something. Again, I don't know. And then planes. All right, we'll set this one just kind of off to the top. Cool set though. I'm really digging all this artwork, and I am looking forward to kind of learning how to play the game, because the last thing that I want to do is jump into it and just not really give it its what it's due. Like, I'm sure it's worth really learning. But we promised some Pokemon. And let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. We'll go with just 10, which is 2 10s because there's 5 packs per 10. So we'll go with 10, which is 2 Destined Rivals, 4 Journey Together, and 4 Surging Sparks. And then we'll call it there. But yeah. All right, we'll move these off to the side just a little bit. Gonna keep an eye on those. We're gonna, you know, watch them just in case they decide to get up and leave because of my ignorance to the game. All right, we'll start off with Destined Rivals. One of the guys in the group was getting insane luck out of these tins, so maybe the tins are broken. But we got lucky on these tins, which is getting them, because these tins were, gosh, they were at Walmart. And we got our absolute limit. It was all online. It was the day before Thanksgiving. And we, you know, just saw that there was just an absolute ton of them. So we were able to get 5 of each, which ended up resulting in, oh gosh, how many did we end up getting in total? We got 30 total tins. Also, a little shout out to our buddy, Alan. Thanks for helping us out while we were away. We were able to get that all taken care of and get those, you know, hidden for us there at the house just because we were away. So we didn't want 30 tins that were all wrapped up, you know, getting nabbed from our front doorstep. That would have sucked. Not like anybody would have known anyway, because, you know, it's just a bunch of tins inside of packages, and, you know, more than likely nobody would actually known what was in those packages. So, all right, watch roll. Wow, just, I love this set. Journey Together just had so many good vibes coming to it, and Milotic EX just, or sorry, Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks I didn't really care for, but Journey Together has a lot of really cool vibes, because like Destined Rivals and Journey Together really complemented the heck out of each other. And that was awesome. Just a fun set. It's a beautiful card, that Swablu. I don't think I've ever actually just kind of noticed it, like really looked at it. But still never pulled the Milotic, the IR, never pulled the Phoebus. I'm pretty sure this is the Phoebus, but I'm not sure. And never pulled the Pikachu or, oh gosh, the Me Spirit. So, Bruxish. So it is a fish, but it's not the fish. I mean, the Phoebus. not like there's too much of a mega difference. Because, yeah, the Bruxish is such a stupid looking fish. Fish lips, I think is what some people will call it. But, yeah, nothing special. Forgot to sleeve up that melodic. I know some people have their own way of saying it. All right. Boom. All right. There are some really cool basic illustration rares in this set. The, oh gosh, what was... I think my absolute favorite would be the Latias. I think that's a really, really cool basic illustration rare. The Phoebus is cool. The Me Spirit, which I've never pulled, is also very, very cool. What else? I think that's pretty much about it. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cool ones in here. There's a lot of ones that are in here that are not even worth very much. Like, shoot, the Slackoth is really cool, and it's not worth very much. It's, you know, maybe a couple bucks. And I usually put the pictures up here in the videos. Like, you can see them, you know, like, put up there on the screen. But, yeah. All right, we already pulled Erica's Clefairy. Or, sorry, Lily's Clefairy. And what a sick card. I got a 10. And pretty stoked on that one. Pulled that a while ago. Ends PP up. Such a fun card. Can't believe they ended up going with that. Squovet. Enzork. Oh, come on. It's always on the other side. I found all these sleeves sitting in my daughter's room. And they're probably pretty destroyed. And I wouldn't be surprised if every single one of them I have to actually flip over the sleeve to put in the card. All right. Sorry if this was a longer video. Especially one, if it's longer and, you know, you weren't really into this side of it or that side of it. But either way, I still really enjoyed looking at the Avatar cards. All right, Escavalier, Magmortar, and nothing else. 2 packs left. I don't want the Bruxish to be the best pull. Like, that would suck. Bruxish being the best pull of the, well, not the whole video, but, you know, of just like, of Pokemon. Like, all right, Grimmsnarl, Sentret, and Bruxish so far. 1 pack left. Never thought I'd be kind of like a little bit jaded over an illustration rare. It depends on the illustration rare. You know, like if it was a Mr. Mime or a Jinx, which I don't even know if Jinx has a illustration rare yet. I'm sure they're working on it. Okay, Torchic. Okay, Pelipper, Kecleon, and Bruxish finishes it off. Oh well. That's the way it works. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by. You know, if you haven't actually already done it, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. And, you know, I try to get those 2 videos that pop up, and apparently you have to be on a computer to make it work rather than just doing it all from your phone. But either way, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hope you guys had a good weekend. Or week? I don't know. It depends on what day this video comes out. I think this video might come out tomorrow, which is Thursday. So today, which is now. And I'll see you guys. Peace.